just how much board clogging winds up happening in this. Feels like a very board cloggy format. I don't know if that's true, but this is kind of what I am piecing together. Oh my god, we got good old Flame Skull. A flying 3/1. I mean, when it dies, exile it until end of turn. You may play that or the card that you exiled from the top of the library. I mean, this is incredible. You see a pair of goblins I also really, really like a lot. Black Dragon's obviously sick as hell because it's a removal card and a big dragon. Yeah, there's actually not very much removal in the set. And this is why I think that some evasive cards, big cards, stall cards are very, very high value. Very, very high value. Anger Skull is going to be it. I now see the benefit of a card like Thieves' Tools. Hey, if there's a lot of clogging, just get nonstop evasion. Hey, dragons are good because they're flying. Hooray. And I've also gotten to play a lot more with these Venture into the Dungeon cards, and I'm finding that they have very slight effects. They're very, very slight. Just like a treasure here, a goblin there, a little bit of scrying. It's Black Staff of Water Deep do again. Another target non-token artifact becomes a 4/4 artifact creature. No, I don't want this. I do not want this, because this is just turning artifacts into creatures. You meet in a tavern. With the top 5 cards, reveal any number of creature cards from among them, put them in your hand. I think Skullport Merchant is going to be it. When I'm just going to click it. When I first looked at this card, if you are in a format that actually has more removal, is more aggressive, deals more damage on a flat board, something like Skullport Merchant is pretty middling because it's a 1/4. It's not going to have a huge amount of impact on the board, and it will generally, like, redraw itself. But the fact that this can get the repeated draw, especially with how long things clog, with the fact that you're getting 1/1 goblins in the dungeon, I really value this card a lot higher than I did before. Let's take a look at what else is here. I think I'll probably just do Warlock class. It lets me do a little fixing. It's kind of a slower card, but if I get some more evaders, works well with Flame Skull. What else is here? It's a Plundering Barbarian that I actually like quite a bit. Quite a lot. We've passed 2 Charmed Sleep, so someone is going to be blue as hell to the left. I think it's between Warlock class and the Plundering Barbarian. I'm going to get the Warlock class because I've played with it before and I quite like it. Now what the hell do I think here? Huh? What do I think about any of this garbage? I think I'm not going to get Barbarian class here. I don't know how much... Because all my cards right now get redraw value. This kind of doesn't do anything on the board unless I have, like, a mono red, very dice roll heavy deck. Let's see what else we're going to do. Flash Flyer. I'm actually going to mark the Manticore. I'm going to mark the Manticore. Again, I'm really highly valuing things that deal with sort of stale boards or things that have evasion. I've been a big fan of Swarming Goblins. It's just a solid little card. I think this is okay. Unexpected Windfall, I think is okay. Price of Loyalty. What do I think about this? I mean, we have the Skullport Merchant, but... Okay, so traditionally I would say cards like Price of Loyalty are late pick cards. I'm going to mark this. traditionally I would say that this is a really late pick in a normal sort of draft format, but like the Sepulchre Ghoul, the Skullport Merchant that I have are multiple ways to do the sacrificing, which I think is interesting to consider. I'm probably going to get the improvised weaponry. Probably. It's kind of interesting to think that Sepulchre Ghoul, just grabbing lots of these and then lots of the Price of Loyalty ones. That's kind of interesting. I think, okay, so I'm going to grab the improvised weaponry, and I want to keep a sharp eye on this card because it's been feeling, It's been feeling, I mean, it's been terrible, but it's been feeling kind of, I mean, if at first you don't succeed, just keep picking the same damn thing. Oh, it's choose a color. Okay. Yeah, this is what I mean by, sometimes it can be kind of hard to get a sense of the big combos. Or not even the big combos, but the staple combos. Like Skullport Merchant. You can sack another creature or treasure to draw a card. Well, how much treasure do we generate and how many small creatures do we generate? As it turns out, not only is there a lot of small creature generation here, but there's also small creature generation that comes from the dungeons. There's also small creature generation that, or there's also creature generation that you can get by taking control of their thing and just sacking it right away. So I'm starting to see that there's like some goods there. What else is here? Maybe I'm crazy, but I like Sylvan Shepherd. I'm going to take this because it's red. That is my analysis. You come upon a knoll camp. Alright, let's get this over here, and let's grab the Vampire Spawn, which I think is just solid, 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 solid. That feels like a late Circle of the Moon Druid. This guy seems badass. I'm going to grab the Iron Golem, maybe is probably what I actually want to get. I love 3 mana cards. Oops. I didn't change it. There you go, everyone. There's your Sepulchre Ghoul. Okay. I mean, 2 mana removal, one of my favorites. What's Oswald Fiddlebender do? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then this one, I actually think I undervalued quite a bit. But I think Burning Hands is going to be it. Might we want a Thieves' Tools later? Maybe, yeah. Wow. Alright. Death Priest of Merkel. Creature died, you may pay 1. If you do, create a black skeleton. This seems incredibly good in this format. Especially with a lot of my sacrifice cards. But, I mean, good lord, it's a Meteor Swarm. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's Meteor time. Who doesn't love a giant meteor? You know what I mean? I'm going to make a game where the only thing you can do is throw meteors at your opponent. It's going to be a hit. Meteor Swarm. Okay. Alright, I see a Precipitous drop. This doesn't seem like the best, but is fine. I love... Whoa! No! I love 3 mana cards. Who doesn't love 3 mana cards? Terraforming Mars already exists, sir. That game is fucking awesome. If any of you like any simulation games, especially with some difficulty, I mean, that game is... What? No one's read. That game is very good. I really like that game. I actually liked it more over time. It has the same issue that any sort of simulation-y game has, where once you get deep enough in understanding how the game works, you're just like, oh, okay, this is just the build. Or if you're someone like me that likes to overcome the challenge, something like Slay the Spire is ideal for me because it keeps throwing different pickles at me. Why? I think Hoarding Ogre is great. There's a Sepulchre Ghoul. It'll wheel. But I think that this is more compelling to me. If I get another Sepulchre Ghoul, see, this is interesting, because now I can say, just as a future draft consideration, I can say, hey, most decks want some sort of 2-mana creature that has value as time goes on. Like, for instance, you might want the 2-mana blue creature that later on can spend 6 mana to draw cards, something like this. What? Oh, this guy fucking sucks. Okay. And I'm starting to realize that, you know, the oh my god, it's another Skullport Matron. Okay. We have enough sack targets that now, or sack enablers, that I might want to try to get a price of loyalty. But anyways, I'm starting to say to myself, okay, cool, if you have lots of, or if I'm hunting for some 2-mana creatures to just fill, Sepulchre Ghoul is the kind of thing that can start to activate a sacrifice theme in my deck, which would make something like price of loyalty valued more higher. More higher? Higher? This happens to be a good sack target, but, like, I really like... I feel like there's just not enough removal in the set, and if I have some, I feel good. Now, I don't think I'm going to run multiple improvised weaponries. But I think I am... Like, 2 feels like the right one. You get... Capricorn's gas works really well with the sack theme. It works all right with the sack theme. Works all right. I think we are on the lookout for that, yeah. Well, I think I go for Thieves' Tools here. I think. Because I can kind of describe that I am a bit of a slower list that's looking to just do some pretty basic evasive thingies. We could technically try to run Eyes of the Beholder. But I think I'm going to run a single Thieves' Tool. Guys. I mean, I don't think I'm going to run anything here. I'd have preferred a creature. All right. Second Thieves' Tools, but probably not going to run both of them. Nice. Okay, I think we actually will run this, because we have the Sepulchre Ghouls. Plural. Dude, oh, come on. If any of you ever wanted to know how to draft properly, just watch my stream. I think I just am going to get this one. Right? There's no two ways about it. There's a Dragon's Fire, though. Shit. Am I a newbie? I don't know. I mean, the ability to draw so many is, I think, very, 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 very good. Wow. Okay. I mean. Yeah, Asmodeus, I think I needed to actually pick up. I think that maybe that was a mistake. Because the thing is that I have Skullport Merchant to sack it, Sepulchre Ghoul to sack it, so I can pay 3 sack it and just move on. I think I just am going to get the Warlock class. This is going to wheel. I think double Warlock. Class is fine. See your pair of goblins. I think instant speed summons some 1/1s. It's an alternate form of removal. Helps with this sort of go wide. This is going to wheel. But I'm leery of running a lot of Price of Loyalties. I'm leery of this. Because I have 4 Sacrificers, and I don't know if that's... If I can get that instant speed sack 1, I'll be quite a bit happier. Yeah, I think a big boy would be good here. I need something to win. I'm gonna get the Shambling Ghast. I'm gonna get it. Part of me feels like Plundering Barbarian's better, though. I don't need any coordination. I'm just going to do what I think is better. I mean, Ghast is good. Ghast is good. Hey, there's a Deadly Dispute. Okay. You have Price of Loyalty, baby. There's another Deadly Dispute. Would I ever run an Earth Cult Elemental? I mean, it's kind of like another sack outlet, but this seems like a more reasonable instant speed, flexible one, huh? I'm going to be doing a lot of cuts here, man. Because, I mean, we just have too much stuff. Oh, well, this is good. I can cut one of these. I don't even think I'm going to run both of these, huh? Yeah, that seems right. Come to a null camp. Probably not going to run 3 of these. There's the Ghast, everyone. Everyone gets to relax. Boom. If I can get a 3rd Price of Loyalty, that would be incredible. Might not run this one, actually. I have enough, I mean, I have 3 improvised weaponries. Okay. What actually hurts people? I mean, I think I can win with the Flame Skull. Alright, we might peel a Sepulchre Ghoul. I feel like I have a lot of good cards. Look, Dragon's Fire, Burning Hands. Yeah, I didn't... Oh, come on, let me... Come on, man. 1, 2. Is Manticore bad? I like it. My 3 mana spot is pretty big. Maybe this one goes. Maybe actually Swarming Goblins goes. Is that the right one? Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to keep the Baleful Beholder because it's like the largest creature. Everything else is pretty tiny. This is the one that feels the least exciting to me. Oh yeah, I didn't put that over removal. Duh. This is technically removal. I mean, this is going to upset a lot of people, but it's clear to me that the correct thing to do is this. I'm a little on the fence about the Sellsword, because we can haste it in with all of our treasure generation. But I think that my logic is we have sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. And Manticore is kind of like an additional way to destroy a creature with Price of Loyalty and its evasion. I can, like, you know, ping for 2, play the Manticore. Oh, this is a buff. This is a dragon. Oh, this is a dragon. This is Dragon's Fire. My assertion is that I feel like evasion is disproportionately valuable. So I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to stick with this. So this is... We're going to do Sakdos Rakdos. Meteor Swarm is ridiculous. Yeah, this is right. Okay. You know, I'm going to make one more change to this. Do I really... Yeah, I actually do want the cheap guys. Yep, I'm keeping it. All right, how many wins will we get here? How many wins will we get here? It's time, baby. Rangerman says, with so many treasures, arguably go down to 16 lands. We also have a lot of ways to draw. So I'm comfortable having a lot of land. Because I want to make sure absolutely that I hit land on those first 4 turns. This is my cat. Here we have the neck of the cat that enjoys scritches. In the middle of the back, not as much. On the butt, strong reactions to butt scritches. We love the little scritchy time here, huh? Okay. Deadly Dispute. I'm going to replace one ghoul with a with the Ghast. Yeah, I'm worried I don't have enough Deadly Dispute targets, actually. I think that was an error on my part. I think I need another creature or 2 for Deadly Dispute. But, I mean, I suppose that sacking a ghoul, it's all the same, huh? Please do not auto pass there. Great. Ooh, actually, I maybe should have waited and used improvised weaponry. Maybe that was smarter to do. Yeah, that was smarter to do because we see a green creature. Man, I'm a little, just a wee bit autopilot-y. Never mind, I'm the best player here. Oh, this is sacrifice an artifact or creature. Man, I'm like... My mind... So this is A-okay, no problem at all. So black-red is kind of like my control color setup-aroo. No, I'm happening on a glade! Look out, I'm happening on a glade! That is very good. We have a way to deal with this. We have the Beholder. This has to attack at least. This enters tapped. Oof. So I should. This is basically equivalent. Trying to reduce overall damage. Edge Gorger. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do this first. Probably the Skullport Merchant. And then we're going to block. We can also swing back with the Price of Loyalty. Okay, excuse me, honey. Okay, excuse me, thank you. Okay, so we just kind of gotta. Sack this baby. Okay. Doink, doink. Right as Fireball. Okay. This is this is like the best card in draft, I think. Like, period. What do we do about this? I'm hoping that I can get to a point where we can get to a point where we can take control of this. Hmm. Yeah, the trample sucks quite a bit. Gonna be 6 of those fuckers next turn. I'm not sure. I might just say that this game's done. I mean, I really don't think that you can ever beat Skeletal Swarming. Take that. Get him, guys. Yeah, no, I think skeletal swarming, if you ever get skeletal swarming, you win the game. I think that is a true statement. I think that's true. Right? Yeah, we're not gonna win this. Yeah, I'm gonna concede. Oh, fuck. Ah! Alright, but the good news is we left in the Beholder. We could have maybe done some magic. Yeah, we have the Beholder. Each opponent sacrifices an enchantment. I was very unimpressed with how the Manticore felt. Peel this puppy out. By popular demand. By popular demand. The Crusties. It's Hey Day 9. Thanks for the great content and positive vibes. I don't get to tune into these streams much, but always happy when I do. Come in and get the chance to say hi. I hope life's going well. Life is going in the middle for Crusties. Right smack dab in the middle. Do the slightly greedy play. So yeah, Sellsword was the other consideration. Sellsword or the Wheelie Pal. I'm going to just begin to build the board. Ooh. Pretty cool of me, huh? Ray of Enfeeblement. Sure. Gotcha. Strong play, one that I endorse wholeheartedly. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I think what I'm going to do is this. So I can just get... Well... Ooh, shit. Discipline. Discipline, 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 discipline. Not sure why it thinks that that is a capable maneuver. What could possibly be going on here? Dude, I'm just gonna take the damage. I'm scared, man. I'm like genuinely scared. Okay, good. Very, very excellent. This is an 8 damage split. It's great. I just do this. Calmly chill. All right. I feel like there was some instantaneous death touching that was about to happen. Alright, so nothing right now anymore. Meteor Swarm will deal 8 damage, divided. Swinging with the Ogre, no problem. Another Merchant. Improvised weaponry burning hands might actually be good to just pick off the villain's thing here. Great. Ta-da! Okay. I'm happy to take another 3 damage. That's actually fine. Stop here. Okay. That's bad. I will be blocking here now. Actually, this is okay, because I have Meteor Swarm. And Meteor Swarm is 5 and 3 here. Precipitous Drop. Great. Great. We did it. And we have another one. Venture into the dungeon. Creature died. Venture into the dungeon. I now actually have Dragon's Fire, so I can Meteor Swarm for X equals 2, pick off 2 large dudes. Venture into the dungeon. I bet this guy's going to create a treasure token. I betcha. Hiya! Yes, yes! Four, baby! There it is. 4 ball, corner pocket. Hell yeah. Now, in theory, I am better suited to win in a long game. It's white mana! Oh god, another zombie ogre. Okay. This guy's probably going to swing in for 1. It's going to hurt me a great deal. I'm devastated. I think this is still good. Can I ever? Why can't a guy just roll well for once? Yes. Great. Great, 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 great. Because now, if villain swings, I can always Dragonfire Burning Hands at instant speed on the zombie ogre. Or if this one chooses to get buffed, that one can get buffed too. And we have more than enough to do a little sack drawing action. Okay, okay. I think that we're okay. I think that we are in an okay position. Right, make the game go on longer. Rakdos control colors. Okay. And it goes. Where are we heading to? Counters on creatures. That would actually hurt us a lot. Then the zombie ogre would be a pickle to kill. Shambling Beast. Oh, yeah. And they're going to draw a card. I thought I was the value player. Turns out I was sorely mistaken. Let's level up and just get something really, really good. All right, well, there it is. That's the only one that really matters. Spending 2 cards, but whatever. drawn a lot. Drawn a lot. I've drawn 7 more cards than my opponent. Ugh. And we have put 2 lands into the bin. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 out of 17 is actually pretty expected. Okay. The way this goes, that's totally fine. Ugh, Dungeon Crawler fucking sucks. Shambling Ghast. What a blast. Okay. We are doing it, baby. Look at this. Look at the all-star Shambling Ghast. The incredible. The stunning. JD Trim says, in the end, he became the treasures he made. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. You're never gonna believe this, but I want this one to get -1/-1. We have the Beholder. Beholder would be good. I don't believe it. Oubliette. Are we doing it? Are we doing that dark oubliette path, man? I'm gonna lose a life. Yep. And it is good. Alright. Fuck. Shit. Well, still not winning a lot. Haters are like, yes! But that was actually maybe the most... Wait, we've lost 2 games already? Did we lose the first game? I thought that was the first game that we played. Am I... Oh, I remember. We lost one to Skeletal Swarming. Holy shit. We lost to Skeletal Swarming. Okay. Skeletal Swarming is absolutely unbeatable, period. That is just a straight-up auto loss. Should we cut the Warlock class? I wouldn't cut the Warlock class. I wouldn't cut the Warlock class because of the fact that it's level 2, lets us look at 3 cards and then put 1 into the hand. I actually think that Skeletal Swarming is the best card in Limited. In this format. Hit me. Will my opponent sacrifice the dragon? Only time will tell. Flame Skull. Bow, 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 bow. Maybe we can cut a land. I still a little McIntyre says Flying Ward Vampire is nasty and limited. There are ways of interacting with it, though. It forces you to discard a card for a removal spell, and if you don't have a removal spell, you can be in quite a pickly spot. But, I mean, the skeletal summoning, like, you need precisely enchantment removal. I think Veteran Dungeoneer is actually an incredibly strong combo. Great. Oh my god, we're gonna get to do it. We're gonna get to Price Loyalty Deadly Dispute. It's gonna be a grand old time. Alright. 5 land, ramp up, play something even bigger. Because I can either just Dragonfire at end of turn. God, I love Flameo, my hot man. He's so good. Flame Skull. Ah! No, no, you can't. No. Just passing through. Just clicking along. Shambling along. I myself doing the role of the shambling ghast. Hello. I wish to have priority. I wished upon a magical priority. Bang. Bang. Delgura says, I'm still looking for my first win in limited AFR. Combination of bad drafting and bad draws so far. Mostly bad drafting. By God, I feel that really hard. I do think I'm the best player here, but sometimes not even I can win. Strixhaven, I mean, by the end, I was crushing it. Oh, it was so good. Price of loyalty. Deadly disgrace. Not gonna lie, that feels awesome. Not gonna lie, that feels incredible. Magical Trevor has been moving the last couple of months. Time to take a break and watch Magic. Also, resub for 113 months. Everyone loves Magical Trevor. And thanks for the insanely, ridiculously long chunk of support, my friend. 113 months. Feels good. Each opponent sacrifices an enchantment. Then my opponent goes Swamp Skeletal Summoning. I'm like, no! I mean, I truly think Flameo Hotman in the air is just gonna, like, bring it in. 2 bonks here. Easy. Everyone loves a magical flame skull, 'cause the tricks that he does are ever so painful. Yeah, I'm gonna leave back the blocker. I think that we're in good shape here. So this is, when Flame Skull dies, exile it. If you do, exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play one of those cards. I don't think I'm in a hurry. But I might Deadly Dispute at end of turn, depending upon what's going on here. Done at end of turn. It's fine. Oh, I should have. Oh, What's this? What's this? It's dungeons in the air. What's this? It's dungeons everywhere. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Dude, price of loyalty is really disgusting with these sack outs. The one that can grow in size. This one. Oh my God, we did it. We won a game, everybody. We both take 2 damage. Woo! Ugh. Winning this game was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Real leery of cutting one. But we're going to do it. I'm going to run 16 lands because I got nothing but treasures. I'm going to have some thick defenders. Thick defenders. Sepulchre Ghoul. Sepulchre Ghoul. Well, Japan says, just join. What's AFR Limited like, Sean? I don't know yet. I don't really know yet. I don't know yet. I can't really tell yet. I don't really know yet. I really don't. Do I know yet, really? I don't. The thing about this set is every single time a new Magic set comes out, traditionally what I do is I play Standard for a while. This is nice. The longer... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is actually going to be pretty straightforward to win. I typically play Standard. And then once the format gets more figured out by people, I watch some videos, I start to play, and so on. I've kind of just jumped right in. And I've just been finding it really fun to learn a format. Like, you know, I don't like losing, I'd prefer to win. But more than winning, I prefer to understand and figure out what's up. And I mean, this frickin'... Can't even speak anymore. This game has been really cool. It's been super, super cool. Do I want to improvised weaponry? You know, I think I just shoot it. Just shoot in the face. Speed this bird up. Because if my opponent plays a big creature, I just price of loyalty and win the game. Cool. I like that. Here I come. Sacrifice an enchantment. I'm back. Yeah, so I've been getting my ass kicked. I don't really know how it works, but God, I find it really, really fun to kind of slowly piece together how a format works. I think that's like really, really, really fun. Not gonna tap. Okay, yeah, I think my opponent recognizes death. Gotcha. And then I deal 5 damage, of course. Oh, the holder's gone. Bing, bang, pong. Boom. Rex has been watching all day at work, though, so sad you passed up the Wizard's Spellbook earlier. Well, Erratic TV, I've actually passed up probably most of the good cards today. But it's okay, that's okay. It's kind of interesting the way that Wizards has done a really... God, they've done such a good job of this. I go first with this hand? No. That is actually good enough. You would like especially if you're a older school player like me, there's certain mechanics that you're just like, oh yeah, this mechanic is bad and you should not do it. Period. Perfect. Yeah, there's certain mechanics like bounce a creature. It's just not that good. Bouncing a creature in traditional old school Magic. Or you actually in old school Magic, big creatures were not good. Because so many spells were like, kill a creature. I think they have a counter spell. I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, the joke was dies to Doomblade. Doomblade is like a thing that can let you kill a creature. Yeah, and so, like, if you've been playing the game for a while, like I have, things like bounce effects traditionally are not very good. They're kind of like, whatever, like, Dude, oh my god, Wizards has done, like, such a disgustingly good job. Oh, Flamio, my hot man, has done such a ridiculously good job with cards like Return a Creature to Your Hand. Well, there's actually a pretty large amount of enchantment removal, so now, you know, getting something from the hand is pretty good. Or bouncing something to the hand is pretty good. I can bounce my Jaded Sellsword now. Or there's a lot of tokens. And I think things like this get me hot and bothered. Oh, that's 7. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I think it's been really, really cool to see. And I am going to... I'm going to do this right now. I should probably sack the Jaded Sellsword instead next time. And so it's funny because there's cards like that one that is... The one that I'm referring to is the blue and 1. Either return a creature to its owner's hand, or target creature gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. And I was just like, ooh, that's a really good one. That's a really good one. It's a good one. Tito the squirrel will die. Bury target creature. Bury is a funny one. Bury him. You've lost your zombie, now bury your zombie. Your owlbear is dead. Alright, get your shovel, bury your owlbear. Yeah, destroy was not the keyword, it was bury. Take target ghoul and bury it. There was, Fear. Fear was like the goofiest mechanic of all time. Fear is... It can only be blocked by black creatures. Because the idea is that you'd have something that looks very, like... Well, this is a person. This is a dwarf citizen. You'd have, like, a lot of, black zombies and werewolves and skeletons and freaky things, and everyone's afraid of them except each other. That was the mechanic. They quit on you? God, I hope so. Oh, man, Boona said I missed the stream. What'd you think? Company Heroes 3? I mean, it was... I would describe it as very clever. It is RTS gameplay in the missions, but you have an overworld map. Like what game? My God, like my favorite game of all time. With an overworld map, like Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Let me attack Tito the Squirrel. Can't believe you've done this. Well, I'll stay tapped this turn. In response, oh, this could deal 4. All right, cool. In response, I'll sack my dragon. Yes. Sepulchre Ghoul. Bang. Oh yeah, Barry was destroy plus since it couldn't regenerate. That's right. That's right. That's right. Plundering Barbarian. Alright, so... Great treasure. Great. I think Wizards has just done a wonderful job getting all these keywords and ideas and archetypes to all kind of sit nicely against each other. Crickety crack. Lost the first two, won the next few. It's not an issue. We're basically concerned about someone going under us. Because I feel like the longer the game goes on, the stronger we get. Which is true in any game. Deck seems to feel better now. Well, didn't really feel bad. It's a ghast, it's a ghoul, it's a class, it's a fool. Keep 7. What's Artificial Dumb gonna do this time? I actually think Warlock class into upgraded Warlock class to get another land to guarantee the Skullport Merchant seems good. Yeah. Oh, 40 man. Ninmuffin with the Crablar roll. Very well. I will play the Spulker Ghoul now. Because I have enough mana to play the Skullport Merchant. And I want to do that. Ranger's Longbow. Ranger's Longbow. Oh! Okay, this is going to be fun. Just wait, man. T. Vanders says, never ask what the main export is while in Skullport. It's skulls. It's the Skullport. This is the first draft that I actually feel like I have a cohesive idea of how the pieces interact. You know, something like Farida's Fireball is an in-isolation removal spell. Things like Sepulchre Ghoul is actually a combo piece, where I can Price of Loyalty to take control of it, and then sacrifice it. Or if I get a land, I can take control of it and sack it to draw a card. You know, what do we think? Should I, like, use this to dig for an additional land and then play a Shambling Ghast or something like this? Because maybe what I want to do is I want a Price of Loyalty, a bigger creature. Because Price of Loyalty can hit any creature at all. I think I'm going to do that. That is a tricky pickle. Now, I'm going to get this. Opponent has shown a Ranger's Longbow. Opponent has shown a Ranger's Longbow. So really, probably the way that we're going to win this is actually just with our basic creatures. What original this is read deck feeling better? I meant that land plus body seem to be working out. Jury's still out for me a little bit because in that last game we had a creature that we wouldn't have had, and we've only had that one data piece. Because the way to compare is you say, okay, like for instance, if right now I drew the 4/3 creature, I might say, ah shit, I wish that was a land. Captain says swing with the ghoul and sack the gas if blocked was a good play there, I think. I think I'd probably prefer to just keep growing in card advantage in guaranteed ways, Captain. Alright, alright. You got it. Come on up. Come on up. Nice. Nope. Drops. There's a lot of kitty secrets to tell me. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, I could have improvised. No, I couldn't have. No, I couldn't have. I don't have the resources. Seems pretty good. Great. God, that feels really disgusting. I mean, this is disgusting, man. Warlock class is also dealing a ton of chippy chip damage. Oh, please just go onto the top of the deck. Ooh, man. Villain is completely boned, man. I don't see any yet. Doesn't matter to me. Please play this. Because then I'll have lethal. Because it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that a loaf of bread you're cradling? Yes, this is my I got I went to a pet store and purchased a pair of bread loaves. Yeah, quip away. Because a creature died, Warlock class, 1 damage. Thank. And she's a very sweet loaf of bread. I made her with sugar, raisins, wheat. I have no idea how to make bread. I can't tell a lie. I don't know what's in bread. I think it's flour, yeast, and whatever. That's my understanding of it. You take the yeast and the flour and you squeeze them and then you bake it. That's how I think it works. Yep, Skullport Merchant. This is S tier. Flour, yeast, salt, water. Wow. I assume you're telling me how to make bread as opposed to, like, maybe trying to be mean and insulting me, you know what I mean? Sean is nothing but flour, yeast, salt, and water. Especially after this draft. Salt. Safe attack. Oops, oops, ooh, I didn't. Ah! Okay. don't know what happened here. But I like everything about it. Oh, oh. It was an interesting question from Trucker Patrick. Says, hey, Sean, I've really been enjoying watching the Let's Learn StarCraft series lately and was wondering if you've ever thought about doing something similar for SC2. This is an essential move to do. I have to burn through my treasure. However, by doing this, my opponent doesn't get treasure, so. Let's take that. Swarming Goblins, the Skullport Merchant is good. Yeah, so for Let's Learn StarCraft is a series where I really went, like, pretty fundamentals and listed out I went into pretty basic fundamentals of like, why is it that Hydras are not built versus Terran? Why is it that these are the units that are built instead? Oh, nice. Everybody now. What a... Probably a trade, block, sack, something like this. Block this. You know, let's talk about that after the Trucker Patrick, because I think it's an interesting enough discussion, whole topic. Bye, Dina. Delina. Yeah, I do not want no Delinas showing up here. You know what I demeana? I'm just going to shoot this now because I am genuinely scared. I don't know what the other combat tricks are in this format. I'm very frightened. That's bad. Quite bad for us. That is quite a bad thing for us. Oh, that's alright. We'll just... And then this gets equipped or some shit, and then this thing swings. I mean, whatever. We're still basically okay. I think I have to let this one through once. We will be dying in a few turns, though. This is good. Alright, dead in 4. What a bore. I don't think it's better to let this die or to sack. I think it's better to sack. I think it is. Not 100%, but I think it is. I feel like I just did this turn. I mean, we have a lot of removal in here. We also have a, we have ways of taking control of creatures. Oh, I was like, what is happening? So when we get to combat, that's when we cast this. And then we're going to draw a bunch of treasure and probably be okay. So we go to combat. We dragon fire this. Yep, choose. Target this. Choose this dragon. And take 4 damage. Great. Superb. Sick. Double equips on this. Oh, these repeated life drain effects are just so rad. I feel like I actually have to sack again. How many of these do I have left? Should still be correct to do. Alright. Alright, Skullport Merchant is down. I repeat, Skullport Merchant is down. Alright. Good stuff. Going to 1. And... Hey! Yes! That is some good stuff. Oh, yeah. Woo! You guys wish you lived life on the edge like I did. Oh my god, I can't... Are we coming back from the 0-2? Possibly to the 7-2? That's good stuff. That's some good, clean living. So to answer Trucker Patrick's question briefly about would I ever do a Let's Learn StarCraft series for StarCraft 2. So the Let's Learn StarCraft series is focused on StarCraft 1. I did that at the end of 2017, start of 2018, where the focus was learning StarCraft as though you both did not know the game at all beforehand, like how it worked multiplayer. And we're trying to learn how to play the game like truly proper, building the right units, using build orders, understanding the tactics at your disposal. And I would personally give the Let's Learn StarCraft series like a B- as an evaluation. There's a lot of things I'd want to change, which would basically require like tripling its length. But, you know, the thing is, I did a video for each race in StarCraft being like, okay, let's look at the Zerg units. Let's see where they succeed and where they don't succeed. Let's look at them against Terran. Let's look at them against early, middle, and late game Terran units. Let's kind of get a feel for them. Let's see how they function. And it was both really basic, but I think that I spent a little too much time focusing on what was weak. Like, these are the bad units. Don't build these units. Here's the good composition. And then I think that I didn't quite spend enough time explaining and justifying and showing like 40 examples in a row on different maps of the same things. And like, I could have compiled replay packs to be like, this replay set is from Unit 1. You know, you should search through and watch these ones to develop an understanding. But anyways, I mean, let's assume that we are not touching the Let's Learn StarCraft series. What's interesting about the Let's Learn StarCraft series? Well, it's that it is a really zero to competency structured guide how to play that game, which is pretty cool. And for StarCraft 2, what do I think about doing that? I mean, there's not really an alternate way to say this. I just literally know StarCraft 2 way better. Or I know StarCraft 1 way better than I know StarCraft 2. So I think that would be a potential weakness of... Oopsie fucking doopsie. Whatever. I think that would be a potential weakness of that. I also think that I think that trying to figure that out would just take a huge amount of work, assuming I had the level of competency in SC2 that I do in SC1. And I think that the biggest struggle would be trying to go from I don't know it, how do I know it? Like Champlot, I don't know the game well enough. I need to study for a lot, learn a lot until I do know it enough, and then, oh yeah, I can do this. Might as well do this. Once they've invested a lot, I'll make them sack an enchantment. So I don't know. I think it like it's a lot of work for what I will describe as a medium payoff. I want that one real bad. This is going too good. Let's just hit a nat 20, huh? 2. Okay. I'm not rolling the best today, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's field 5. These sacrifice combinations are really gross. Let's just level Barbarian class to 3, huh? Yeah, you know, and part of the reason I would say that the StarCraft 2 content would have a medium payoff is that it's a substantial amount of retreading ground I've tread before as a professional. Like, I did, like, almost 800 StarCraft 2 dailies. And there's a certain desire for freshness that I have. So I think the answer is probably not. Even though I think that it would be really cool. And I think that my brain is sort of, through those years of doing StarCraft content, and even before that, I did a lot of mentoring. Mentoring's actually too strong a word for it. Like, tutoring, you know, the sort of like, you're a grad student, here's an undergrad student. Help them. My God, help them. Actually, some mentoring. But anyways, I did like educational research games for kiddos. No, I think I'd rather have this swarming goblin. Because I know I'm going to hit the 20. Oh my God, all I ever do is just do the 1. Fuck. My opponent's pretty stuck on land, but I really want to stick it to him. I want him to invest this in giving all creatures haste, and then I make them sacrifice an enchantment. But yeah, my brain's sort of hardwired to think about educational stuff. What do we think about the educational merits and content and context of all this blah, blah, blah? And I think that I've been recently thinking a lot about the sort of learning RTS lately. Because, you know, I'm playing Age of Empires 2, and I'm learning that. I just played Company of Heroes yesterday. And part of the goal of them having their Alpha co-developer program is to, like, get some damn feedback from people. Gosh darn it. Oh, terrific. Yeah, I like this. And so I've been thinking a lot about that. Like, yeah, what are the ideal ways to learn this stuff? And so with those sort of newfound thoughts, though I won't make an SC2 series, I have some thoughts about how someone should make an SC2 educational series, and I'll tell you after I win this game and give the channel points to the believers that hung on through the entire 0-2 run of this deck. I should do this right away. This is sorcery speed. Worst case scenario is it's the same as getting it killed, but you know. Apiqual says make a series of how to make series, get meta. Oh baby. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that'd be soft sack. Oh. Okay, so. This is a play, what you're about to see here. This is a play made for gamers by gamers. Haste first strike. This must chump this. If my opponent makes a mistake, we win. Dang it. Dang. A lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. It seems pretty good. Oh, VT Cat Guard. 51 months is nearly 1 year after my wife left me. I finally landed a new job. So I won't have to lean on my parents for support. You've been a beacon of positive energy for me, and it has really helped me stay motivated to turn my life around. Thank you. Cat Guard, I'm so thrilled to hear that. I mean, I think that relationships, both romantic, friendships, family, especially I feel like with a spouse, you know, there's so much of your routine and your emotional support structure that's baked into that. Okie dokie. That can be baked into that relationship that, like, it can be more than I feel like it can be more than just, you know, it's I'm sad to not have this closeness with this one person. It can be like, I need to figure out myself again. This is a little bit comparing apples to oranges, but I still think it's apt. Yes, take this. Take that, haters. Take that. 0-2 to 6-2. Let's see if we can go 0-2 to 7-2. But, you know, I remember, how do I eat healthy? Well, I used to be able to walk to a grocery store. So I would walk there most mornings and get really fresh, healthy food. And then there was a gym in my apartment. So I went to that gym. COVID hit. Okay. The main thing about COVID, what is going on here? Hold on, I'm going to close the server. Rejoin. What the heck? My magic is hard frozen. Close the program. Now, it might have bugged out and given me a loss or something like this. And if it did, I still get the glorious victory of taking points away from the haters. But yeah, you know, like, I obviously the pandemic affected 1,000,000,001 aspects of life. You know, there's a lot of the existential stress and this sort of thing. But a really basic kind of stress is, well, how do what's my grocery store routine? And I had to figure that out. What is my... Nice. Like, what's my grocery store routine? What's my workout routine? I can obviously spend time figuring out how to do at-home workouts, but I mean, I don't want to necessarily do that because that's a whole bunch of extra work, and now I'm living in the same 700 square feet with someone else who's also like figuring stuff, you know, and it's like that is an example of how one aspect of my life, like food and exercise, that got completely thrown off by that big life change. And I feel like in breakups, or if you're having issues with your family or issues with a friend, or God forbid, a death of a loved one or friend, you know, there can be all those little disruptions that are hard to understand and catalog until it happens, you know? I did it. Tempered play for a tempered day. Now. So I'm really glad to hear that you're doing well, VT Catguard. I think that is an absolute monumental effort. And I feel like I have both personally known people and have heard, no way, we created 2! Woo! I've known of people who are just like, oh yeah, you know, it's just like, took them so long to like get out of their funk, you know? Like, I wonder what that was about. It's like, what do you mean you wonder what that was about, man? It's not just an emotional thing. It's like a really functional thing. Like, I really like doing little errands in my relationship. I like, oh, do we need to go get that? I'll go to the store, I'll get it. Whoa, you know, it's fun. I like how clear and simple it is, and it's just an investment of time, and awesome. It's great. I'm also going to do this now because I want to try to get another land. We do. And, like, you know, I just like how simple it is. I drive there, I get the thing, I come back. Whoa, I think you're going to be hard-pressed to... Oops. Get me to do a different play than the Price of Loyalty play, but we'll see if we can just get another Price of Loyalty. Burning Hands? Probably Burning Hands, yeah. Probably Burning Hands. Shoot this thing. Deal 6 damage. This is just if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay. $16. Take the damage. So I can just, like, use the Skullport Merchant as well to just... Ooh! 0-2 to 7-2. Oh my god, yes. Let me open that prediction. Choose prediction outcome. I'm a believer. God, it sure pays. It sure pays to believe in Day 9.